Some thoughts on jobs and job stimulus items here, but there was just a little blurb on TV again this morning about Obama and some new emphasis on job creation. After 2 years, he's finally figured out that that's a pretty important deal, and maybe he should be doing more to try to stimulate jobs. Seems to me like he totally missed the boat on that, but that's a whole nother subject. But just a couple ideas that I sort of broached the other day on one of my other comments of what I think might provide some incredible stimulus. But we're talking about energy and shortages of energy, green energy, that type of thing. So again, there are areas of the country where lots of wind power can be produced, lots of solar power can be produced. I'm also not, too sure about nuclear power. It seems to me that if we have spent since the years of 3 Mile Island, when a lot of what happened there was human error, we did everything possible to make that thing melt down, yet it didn't. The safeguards of the time worked. And so if we had spent all of the ensuing years from then till now improving and refining the technology, who knows where we could be. I think in Europe they have a lot of nuclear power there as well and have never had any issues except for the Soviet problem. Way back when. But again, I believe that nuclear power can probably be made safe. So I might be all wrong and would have to, look at the waste issues again. But I'm sort of thinking, that probably there's some positive aspects to that. But beyond that, it's also been said that we can generate lots of power. But the problem now is getting the power from where we can generate it to where we need it. And the electrical grid was built, who knows how long ago, and has really not been improved on. Perhaps there's a few new lines here and there, but I think there's way more new technology that has come along the way in artificial intelligence to help manage the grid and just transmission methods, everything. So I think that the electrical grid or the power grid is just something very important to us in our everyday lives, as well as manufacturing, industry, everywhere. And perhaps it's time that we need a new one. And that would probably encompass the whole country, from northwest, east, north, south, east, west, that would have to be redone. Along with probably removing some of the old stuff, things like that. So, it seems that many thousands, many jobs could be created throughout the whole country that would be good paying jobs. Again, in the construction of the grid, in the planning of the grid, and also in the technology of the grid. Figuring out problems and figuring out solutions for the problems. It could go on forever. So while it could cost lots of money, obviously, it would seem that it would also return lots of money in making us more green, creating new jobs, good jobs, long-term jobs. That type of thing. But again, perhaps something is happening, but I don't see it anywhere. I know just today there was a bit of a talk about something starting, but we should start it wholeheartedly and enthusiastically. I also mentioned the other day another one would be the NASA or the space program. In all reality, we've done nothing since the days we went to the moon. The space shuttle, of course, came along and worked for many years for its limited purposes, but now it's done. Maybe we have a couple more flights, and we have nothing coming along to replace it. Hopefully, the government's suggesting that it's going to be taken over by private industry, but I sort of doubt private industry's going to do too much more than just some token stuff. You have a couple of the guys that are working on providing short-term or short-distance space flights just for people to fly to space and back, but that's about it. So again, what industry what boost would there be in jobs, industry, research, development on getting serious again and going to Mars? That would seem to be, perhaps an outpost on the moon, or something on the moon. But I think Mars would be the next logical thing that would keep us going for many years. What could we find in space that would be useful to us? Who knows? I think that there's also been talk about mining and things like that. But I think that we benefited greatly in the Mercury Gemini days, and from space exploration and the research and development that it brought along with the jobs that it created. If I was a space worker today or a NASA worker today, you would have to wonder what your long-term prospects are, and what are we losing? As we do nothing, what talents are we losing that just are not being utilized or being forced to go in different directions? So that's just a couple of thoughts in regards to job creation and jobs and things that could benefit us in the future. Hopefully we'll see something happen, but right now it just seems like whatever comes along is just a token gesture. Anyway, just my thought. Thanks.